right, Don says we have his zoom car this morning.
You can go on and get in.
Okay. Well, it certainly looks like the sky might come alive with color this morning. It's looking really pretty. He's chipper and he's talking to me this morning.
Oh, come on now. All I said is, hey, heat is included in this one. You get all the heat you want. You don't have to worry about heat.
Yeah, we also get the Borland exhaust.
That's right. Borla.
Okay, well, you know, it's loud. It's not as loud as some, but it's, you know.
It's a boy racer exhaust.
It came that way, guys. He did not install it. Will you stop? God, you're one of those. No, I can't be married to one of those.
I have to say, I like this little car. It's the right size. It's the size I prefer to scoot around doing errands and stuff in. I don't like to take it on trips, but this is a great size. So Tesla, when you come out with your next car, you can come out one that looks just like the old first generation XB. Well, hey, you know, this could be a cyber looking. Think how you could make this thing into a cyber looking electric car. That I think this is a. You know, you're talking about a way to redo the compact SUV or the compact, you know, this would, you know, turn this into a cyber thing. I think it would work great.
I'm not going to get myself in trouble and mention the gas price this morning.
Oh, well, it's $2.31.
Well, I tell you what, us in this Model 3, we are on the same wavelength every morning, entering the city. Hey, Donnie, can we race?
Sure.
So we left the school and drove over here to Cal's Discount Tire. This is less than a mile from where I used to live, and Cal's been putting tires on cars for a long time at a good price. And here's where we got the tires for the van, and the tire's still in the back of the XB, so he's gonna go talk to Cal. We found the paperwork last night for the tire. Yeah, Don's over there talking to Cal. They're trying to decide on our receipt if we had road hazard or not. Cal obviously found the big plug out of the tire. So we did have road hazard.
Right.
And I guess they're going to measure the tread wear and then prorate the cost of the new tire.
Right.
And do we know how many miles were on those tires? It can't be more than
2,000.
2,000, 5,000 would be like a stretch.
No way.
Yeah, they've never been rotated because we haven't put enough miles on them to rotate them.
No.
They're 2-year-old tires because we just haven't been putting mileage on the van since we got Ruby. And Cal said the tire would be in maybe this afternoon.
Right. In fact, I'm trying to think why because those are Michelins. Those are they weren't that horrendously expensive. They were $149 a piece on everything. It was, you know, $600 for a little bit less than six. The point is, you know, those tires. I guess the tires, I could get tires for slightly cheaper, like $129, but I said, well, crap, for that much money, I guess I just go on and put on Michelin's, because those are not the, you know, El Cheapo tires, because Kitten drives that car, and I said, well, you know, I'd rather have her good tires, but, you know, then when we decided not to sell her, or to sell the car, I guess I'm trying to remember what my logic was at the time, and I'm sitting here scratching my head.
You priced around that wasn't a bad price.
Oh yeah.
It was convenient to go up the street corner to Cal. I mean, yeah.
Well, I've done the set of the tires on here I got from him. I think it's at least 2 sets, so maybe 3 sets of tires. Plus, he's fixed, plugged, patched.
Several tires.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, I've always had good luck with it.
Don't let the decor of the building shy you away from doing business with him. And I think that's his wife that's working there on the cars with him. I mean, that woman that was working on him, she's been there with him for forever. So
right. Yeah, it's basically, you know, it's really, I'm just gonna say low overhead. But
lets him keep his prices cheap.
But he that helps, you know, he keeps his prices down, and so, you know, like I said, to look at the place, you would say, wow, but in actuality, he's always done good by me, so you know, I just keep going there for my business. I don't buy Ruby's tires there, but
oh, come on, you don't want to give him a thrill and let him work on the Tesla?
Yeah, something like that.
So you checked the van tires?
Yeah, they're everything's up, including the donut.
Yeah, I told Don, I said, you just better glance this morning because that metal was across the full lane and, you know, all 4 tires hit some of that debris. Let's make sure we don't have anything else losing air. Right. Don says when I do it, I do it good.
Right. My girl does it up right.
Yeah.
Like I told the other guy, my girl, she'd be high maintenance. Hard on tires.
I am not. Well, I can't help it.
It's okay, sweetie. I still love you.
These guys are trying to stay warm this morning. It's only 39 degrees out here at 9 a.m. So it was pretty chilly overnight. I'm sorry, Tux. Did we accidentally get you off your heating pad? It's a good boy. It's a good boy. It's a little after noon. Don and I are more rested now. We've watched some of our videos and we are headed up to Tesla to get Ruby. As it turns out, Johnny has a birthday party after school today, and I basically need to pick him up from near the school about 6:30 today. So it wasn't going to work out getting Ruby and Johnny all in the same trip. So we're just going to get Ruby and come back to the house, and then I'll you know, go out and get Johnny later on. You know, we didn't take the turnpike today because there's not any traffic, and just, you know, save a few bucks. It's a pretty day, easy driving, no reason really to use the turnpike. But that means we're coming through this intersection. We're fixing to be really, you know, right where I had my problem last night, and I'm not liking that. I'll definitely be taking the turnpike home. Dawn can come back this way, but I'll be on the turnpike. I am not coming through here.
I don't have a transponder.
That's true. That is true. I'm just going to keep filming here for a minute because, I mean, I know there's not going to be any remnants to show of what I ran over last night, but just in case. Because right when we come down off of here, right around the area of this overpass is where I ran into the debris. I see a tire to my left, but it's not on the road. There was no tire last night. Well, there's somebody over on the side of the road, but their tires look okay.
Well, there's somebody's bumper. Start looking at the side of the road, what all you find?
Well, there's certainly some debris in amongst this area here, but it's not big. You know, that was already breaking up when I ran over it, and then probably more people ran over it after me and was in this lane to our left. Well, I certainly didn't see the whole big thing, and that's the right answer because I sure didn't want it to damage anybody else's car. But it had to be, you know, right in here because up here on this exit 291 is where I got off and where I was sitting with the flat tire waiting for Dawn.
Yeah, she was sitting just a little bit around this curve, right?
Yeah, just a little bit around that curve right there.
Yeah, that's where she was.
And I've taken that exit many a time going to the mall or bypassing traffic. So I didn't see, quote unquote, the big metal thing, but like I said, hopefully they carted it off and therefore nobody else was getting damage from it. All right, let's see if we can spot Ruby. I saw at least one red Model X, but now I think I see a second one. I see a third one. Okay, I'm pulling, well, which one has the red on the tires?
Well,
there's Ruby. It's got red on the tires. I I like that parking spot. I wasn't sure.
You know they wouldn't.
I wasn't sure, but there's 3 red Model X's here right now, so you know.
And we'll take it easy on this guy's red.
Yeah, we. So before we go inside, since we see where she's parked, we're checking her out.
It's out in the sun.
I don't see a problem.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's looking pretty
The
good.
black piece at the bottom is new because it doesn't have that little spot in it.
Yeah.
And I don't see a problem with the lift gate right offhand. I don't.
Yeah. And this lens is
And the lens is new, but wouldn't you think that that lower panel, that fascia, would come with the little reflector?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that is a new.
Yep. So I have to say I'm pleased. So we got into Ruby, and this service mode speed limited thing, I haven't seen that before, so I'm recording it so you can see it. But I'm getting the 12-volt battery requires service message now, and yeah, so we're gonna go have a talk about that because I'm not having a disabled car due to a bad 12-volt. While we're waiting here at Tesla, Don got a call from Cal over at the tire place.
Yep, they've got the tires all ready to go for me to pick up, and he said that they're
$20.
$20.
Just the mountain.
Mountain and balance is all it is. The tires 100% replaceable. Their paint, they've taken 100% of that.
And they didn't say anything was wrong with the wheel itself.
Nothing wrong with the wheel, but he did say when they took the tire off the wheel, they actually found a piece of aluminum inside the tire, so that barricade or whatever she ran over, Marianne ran over,
It actually
broke
went
off,
inside the tire.
and it's inside the tire.
So they got us all taken care of and really fast, and I'm so appreciative because, you know, I didn't want to leave the service center and then get stranded or go to leave to town tomorrow and she's just dead as a doornail. So, but I really appreciate Aaron just pulled her around for me, and he knows me and how, you know, careful I am with my car, and I really appreciate the parking job.
Oh, Ruby opened the door.
She did open the door for me.
She's gonna fire me
And
now.
she's not on service mode anymore, and there's no 12-volt battery message. I'm so happy because, you know, that really is kind of a thing that could leave you stranded and need a tow.
Yeah.
So I'm so appreciative.
She reached for the door.
I know
She
it is.
reached for the
God,
door.
it's a long
Oh,
way
my.
over
And then she
there, and then I'm
remembered.
like, poof, baby. I'm so happy to have my car back. Bye, Donnie. Donnie said, take my time getting home, play pogo if I... It feels so good to be back in Ruby. I'm even loving having that sun in my face. It's great. And I've waved at my first Tesla. And I know they didn't think I was crazy because I was in my Model X. And I'm so happy. I'm just testing how Ruby's doing. I'm having trouble with the sound system cutting in and out. I've never had that problem before. I rebooted with my foot on the brake, both the scroll wheel and the push buttons. And I'd say everything at the light show is looking normal except for the music's cutting in and out on the light show just like it is inside the car. I figure if you have work done on the car, especially after a collision, running the light show is a good test that everything is in working order. That and autopilot and stuff, but God, this is killing me that she's not playing the music. I'd say there's some sort of a loose connection, but I don't know, it's just really weird. I'll let her finish, but it's really hard to watch without the music playing. That would be a really sick light show, to be showing a bunch of kids with it cutting in and out every 5 seconds. Yeah, I'm glad the doors and the rest of it are going though. Also, I could not get the lights to go off even on auto. Didn't matter if I'm in the sun or in the dark and I have auto set, they won't go off. I mean, I'm sure I could turn them off, but I mean on auto they shouldn't be on in the sunlight, and they were on anyway. Well, that is just a bit sad. I guess I'll email Aaron and see if he's got any ideas for us to try. I'm home. Don has pulled the van out of the garage and is on his way to get the new tire slash, the wheel remounted onto the van and the donut restowed back away. So he just went back over to Cal's in Willow Springs and will be back shortly. I emailed Tesla and described the problem. Basically all audio, including the turn signal, is fading in and out. But it seems to be a little more than just the song playing, pausing. I don't know. And then the light thing. Those are the only two things I've observed. They did warn me when they put the new battery in that she had gone into a real deep sleep while the battery was being replaced, and it would take a while for everything to come back up. I mean, an hour later, I wouldn't expect that to still be the case, but it also would not surprise me if we did a charging cycle overnight and whatever's going on just fixed itself. Maybe they'll have a chance to read my email and get back to me today. That would be nice. I would sure worry less. However, if not, the car's still perfectly drivable just with no music, not even through the phone. I'd have to listen on the phone. I'm gonna go inside for just a little bit, and then I'll be taking off to downtown Raleigh to pick up Johnny from the birthday party he went to this afternoon after school. Don got back with the van all fixed up. I had a quick dinner for us, steak and eggs, and I am headed to pick up Johnny near downtown Raleigh from his friend's house. Well, driving at night is not my favorite thing, but we're home safe and sound, and it sure does feel good to plug Ruby in.